Today, I'm in Hoover, Alabama. Specifically, I am at the Reserve. I want to show you a great master plan development. So come with me as we drive through this neighborhood. I want you to see the beautiful architecture. This neighborhood was started in 2002, and they wanted to have wide sidewalks, front porches on many of the houses to make it a friendly community. This was not just a neighborhood for houses. It was built to be a community. You're going to see people on their porches talking to each other, out walking their dogs or children. In this neighborhood, there are 5 parks, and I'll hit on those a little later. There is actually a lot for me to discuss in this planned development, but don't miss the controversy regarding this development that I'll discuss later on in this video. One thing cool about the Reserve is that it has a major attraction that no other neighborhood that I know of in Alabama has, and that is called Moss Rock Preserve. So stay tuned, we're going to review all of that and more. Hey, if this is your first time to Living in Birmingham, Alabama channel, then please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video and also hit the bell for notifications. Then you'll be notified and be up to date on the current market in Birmingham. I'm Dana, and my team and I hear from people like you every day looking to make their move to the Birmingham area. We love to help, and we want to help you. So whether you are moving in 9 days or 90 days, please reach out to us. We can get you into the home that you want. Just give us a call or text us, or better yet, schedule a Zoom. We'd love to meet you virtually in person. We are coming up on Town Hall, and that's a community venue. It has a kitchen for catering. Also behind Town Hall is the pool. It's the community pool. It is a junior Olympic-sized pool. We're going to go around so we can see the pool, as well as more beautiful architecture. So we're driving up past Moss Rock Tacos, Vecchia Pizzeria. We just passed Stone Salon as well as Moss Rock Pharmacy. The residents in the preserve are zoned for Hoover schools. Hoover City has its own school system, its own school board. This neighborhood would be zoned for Gwynn Elementary, Simmons Middle School, and Hoover High School. All of those are in the top 5% rank. Just to give you an idea of the size of the schools, Gwynn Elementary goes from pre-K to 5th grade and has about enrolled 500 students. Simmons Middle has over 900 students enrolled, and Hoover High School has over 2,700 students enrolled. Hoover schools have a low teacher-to-student ratio with 15 students to 1 teacher. The Alabama average is typically 18 students to 1 teacher. According to publicschoolreview.com, Hoover is in that top 10% for math proficiency, as well as for being a very diverse school system. In this neighborhood, the preserve, the sold median price is $791,000. The median listing price would be $799,000. Homes in here do not stay on the market for very long. The average days on market is around 6 days. So they sell quickly and they sell for close to their asking price. So behind me is a house that's on the lower end of price ranges you can find in this neighborhood. This one is an all brick home. You enter it by an alley in the back behind the house. It's 3 bedroom, 2 baths. It has 2,000 square feet. It is priced at $619,000. So the house that I'm standing in front of, this is being built right now. Just to give you some details about what you can find in this neighborhood, this house is a 5 bedroom, 4 full baths and a half bath. It has over 3,300 square feet and is being sold at $1.3 million. Has a 3-car garage, 2 of them being attached and 1 being detached. So this is being built in the center of where a lot of other houses will be built. They've not gotten off the ground yet. This one is currently in the process of being finished. As of today, there are only 6 active sold, but there are more planned houses being built. They've cleared a lot of land out, so there will be more single-family homes, and there are also more townhomes planned. Let's look at the map of the preserve so that you can get an idea of how this neighborhood lays out.
I'm going to take you to a map of the preserve so that you can see where everything lies around this development, such as the schools, shops, etc. So I'm going to share my screen with you. We're going to look at this map provided by the preserve so that you can see where things lie. This is a partial map of the city of Hoover. I'm going to enlarge it for us so that you can see where everything lies. And this leaf right here that I'm circling in red, that leaf represents the preserve. Then around this preserve is the Moss Rock Preserve. I'll do a bigger circle for that. That's going to be your Moss Rock Preserve, and see how that overlaps with the development of the preserve. The next thing I want you to see is how close the elementary is. Number 1 represents Gwynn Elementary. Number 2 represents Simmons Middle School. And number 3 represents Hoover High School. I want you to see also from the preserve, in this area right here, you can immediately get to a lot of restaurants, Publix grocery. You have development on this side of 459 and you have development on this side of 459. So as you can see, Gwynn Elementary and Simmons are within a very short drive distance of the preserve. Hoover's a little bit further, but just to give you an idea, so here's 459 that runs through Hoover. Here is Oak Mountain State Park, which is a large state park that Alabama has. And here's I-65. 65, it crosses over 459 that runs through Hoover. And so should give you a pretty good representation of the preserve and how close shops are, how close the schools are, and how close Birmingham is. So Birmingham would be up 65. You'd probably be looking at about a 20-minute drive into downtown Birmingham from this neighborhood. And of course, you can go a back way, which is very scenic, called Shades Crest Road. You can also hit 459, 65, which would be a faster way into Birmingham for you.
There are 5 parks in this community. You have Founders Park, that is a large park that is big enough to play a game of softball in or to have a community cookout. You also have the village green. Now that's 8 acres, and that is where the new development is going. You also have Heritage Park. This features a gazebo looking over the pond. And then the last 2 parks are Memorial Park and Renaissance Park. Both of those feature a gazebo and also tot lots for your kids to play at. I cannot imagine a neighborhood this quaint not having a farmer's market, and sure enough, there is one. In the summer, every other Thursday, there is a farmer's market here at Town Hall. You can expect local goods, food truck for your dinner, and it has been running from 4 to 7, and they usually will announce that on Facebook. So like I mentioned before, this development has something that no community I know of in Alabama has, and that is the Moss Rock Preserve. Now that is over 350 acres of preserve. Hoover City maintains it. In the preserve, you've got 12 miles of hiking. There's also something called the Boulder Fields, and that is where rock climbers go. People have said they've learned to rock climb there. This preserve is so popular, people travel from all over central Alabama to come and check it out. You can even leave the trail, walk across the street, and refresh yourself with tacos or pizza in the preserve, because the development, the village, the residences, all are right next to the preserve. The restaurants, pharmacy, any of that is right across the street from the preserve. So very unique. Definitely encourages a lot of walking, hiking. People in this area are very active. One thing to note about the preserve is that every year, 18 years running, they've had the Moss Rock Festival. Now that's now held at the Hoover Met, which is about 8 minutes from here. At the festival, you can expect to have what they call a beer garden, where you can taste test craft beer. They will have cafe, which is an array of food trucks. They'll also have a stage called Crescent Stage, and that's going to have live performances, live singing. So where I'm standing right now, I'm back at the preserve, and I'm right outside Vecchia Pizzeria. Beside that is Moss Rock Pharmacy, and beside that one, the pharmacy is Moss Rock Tacos. Then you also have a salon as well as some offices. So that makes up what is the only retail currently in the preserve. But we're standing in the area where more development is coming. There is an 8-acre park right here, and so they're planning on bringing in some more retail. Now, I mentioned that there was a controversy that I would discuss, and that controversy is when the residents moved in here, their expectation was that there would be more retail, but newer announcements have said that there will be multi-use development, such as a boutique hotel, 38 townhomes, as well as a 300-unit apartment complex. The residents' concern would be increased traffic, potential damage to Moss Rock, because Moss Rock Preserve is right next to where this development will be going. So if you were to drive through this gorgeous neighborhood, you're going to see some blue ribbons, and you'll see some signs up, some small signs in the yards that say "Preserve the Preserve." So that is the controversy for some residents. Some have said that development like this is a good thing for the economy of this area. I would love to know what you think in the comments below. And before we leave, I just want to say that if you lived in this neighborhood, you would only be 8 minutes away from grocery store, Target, the grocery store Publix, which is my favorite. You're about 8 minutes away from boutiques such as the Pants Store, which has clothing, and Rhapsody, which is a home and gift store. You have some great restaurants. One I just tried out the other day. I had not heard of it. So you'll have some restaurants in the area that you've not tried before, that you can't find just anywhere and everywhere in Birmingham. So in the comments below, I would love to hear your thoughts on whether more development is a good thing or a bad thing. If you plan to move in the next 9 to 90 days, my team and I would love to hear from you and help you make this to be a smooth transition. So please email, text us, or schedule a Zoom. You can find the details below. I'm Dana, and this is Living in Birmingham, Alabama.